19 குஜராத் யோகினி சர்வஞ பீட்டத்தை பத்தி நான் பேச போறேன். அங்க என்ன நடந்ததுன்னு, ஒரு நாள் மிட் நைட்ல ஒரு போலீஸ் என்னை சடனா எழுப்பினாங்க, என்னோட ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸையும். அப்புறம் நினைச்சு ஏன் எழுப்புறாங்கன்னு. அப்புறம் ஏன்னா யாருமே மிட் நைட்ல எழுச்சிக்க மாட்டாங்க, யாருமே மிட் நைட்ல எழுச்சிக்க மாட்டாங்க. சடனா எழுப்பினாங்க. நான் நினைச்சு என்னது இது, ஏன் எழுப்புறாங்க. அப்புறம் நான் எப்பவுமே மென்டரோட தான் இருப்பேன். சடனா மென்டர்ஸ் எல்லாமே லாக் பண்ணிட்டாங்க, கிட்ஸ் எல்லாம் லாக் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. எனக்கு ரொம்ப பயமா இருந்தது. அப்புறம் ஒருத்தவங்களாம் அவங்க கூப்பிட ஆரம்பிச்சுட்டாங்க. அதுக்கப்புறம் என்னோட ஒரு ஃப்ரெண்டா கூப்பிட ஆரம்பிச்சுட்டாங்க, ஒரு போலீஸ். அப்புறம் நான் பயந்துட்டேன். அப்புறம் அவங்க ஒரு ரூம்ல லாக்டா இருந்தாங்க, எல்லா என்னோட ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாருமே. அப்புறம் ஒரு ரூம்ல போலீஸ் ஃபுல்லா இருந்தாங்க. என்னோட எல்லா ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸுமே அங்க உள்ள போன பிறகு நான் நினைச்சேன் அவங்க திருப்பி நாங்க எங்க இருக்கோமோ அங்க வருவாங்கன்னு. பார்த்தா அவங்க இன்னொன்று ரூமுக்கு போயிட்டாங்க. அதனால நான் பயந்துட்டேன், என்ன நடக்குதுன்னு. அப்புறம் நான் என்ன கூப்பிட்டாங்க. நான் என்னோட ஒரு பெரிய என்னோட ஃப்ரெண்டு கிட்ட நான் சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தேன், நீங்களே கூட வாங்கன்னு. அவங்க சொன்னாங்க, நீ இப்போ நான் வரேன்னு. அப்புறம் என்ன ஒரு போலீஸ் என்னோட கையை பிடிச்சிக்கிட்டாங்க, ஒரு ரூம்க்கு இழுத்துட்டு போனாங்க. நான் அழுதுட்டு இருந்தேன். அப்புறம் அந்த ரூம் போன பிறகு அவங்க எனக்கு சாக்லேட்ஸ் காட்டினாங்க. அவங்க சொன்னாங்க, நீ ஏதாவது ஒரு சாக்லேட் எடுத்துதான் ஆகணும், சாய்ஸ் இல்லைன்னு. நான் சொன்னேன், என்னோட ஸ்பிரிச்சுவல் மாஸ்டர் சொல்லியிருக்காரு, ஒயிட் சுகர் எனக்கு நல்லது இல்லைன்னு. அவங்க சொன்னாங்க, உன்னோட ஸ்பிரிச்சுவல் மாஸ்டர் யாரு உனக்கு டெசிஷன்ஸ் எடுக்கிறதுக்கு? நான் சொன்னா, அவர் என்னோட ஸ்பிரிச்சுவல் மாஸ்டர், அதனால அவர் எனக்கு டெசிஷன்ஸ் எடுக்கல. அவங்க திருப்பி கேட்டாங்க, அவர் யார் உனக்கு? உன்னோட அம்மாவாலதான் உனக்கு டெசிஷன்ஸ் எடுக்க முடியும்னு. நான் சொன்னேன், எப்படி என்னோட அம்மா சேம் திங் சொல்லுவாங்க. அப்புறம் அந்த போலீஸஸ் எல்லாம் சொன்னாங்க, உன்னோட அம்மா யார் உனக்கு டெசிஷன்ஸ் எடுக்க? நாங்க தான், எங்களால தான் உனக்கு டெசிஷன்ஸ் எடுக்க முடியும்னு. அப்புறம் நான் சொன்னேன், நீங்க யார் எனக்கு டெசிஷன்ஸ் எடுக்க? உங்களால எனக்கு டெசிஷன்ஸ் எடுக்க முடியாது, உங்ககிட்ட ரைட்ஸ் இல்லை எனக்கு டெசிஷன்ஸ் எடுக்கிறதுக்கு. நான் சொன்னேன், என்னோட குருவும் என்னோட அம்மாவால மட்டுமே எனக்கு டெசிஷன்ஸ் எடுக்க முடியும், வேற யாராலையும் எனக்கு டெசிஷன்ஸ் எடுக்க ரைட்ஸ் இல்லை. அப்புறம் அவங்க என்னை விட்டுட்டாங்க. திருப்பி அவங்க என்ன கூப்பிட்டாங்க, அதே ரூமுக்கு. அந்த ரூம்ல நிறைய பேர் இருந்தாங்க. நான் என்னோட ஃப்ரெண்டோட போகும்போது எத்தனை போலீஸ் இருந்தாங்க, அத்தனை போலீஸ்லயும் என்னையும் ஒரு சின்ன குழந்தையும் கூப்பிட்டாங்க. நாங்க 2 பேர் போகும்போதே நாங்க 2 பேர் ரொம்ப பயந்துட்டோம். நாங்க அங்க போகும்போது அங்க ஒரு வீடியோ காட்டினாங்க. நித்யானந்திதாக்கும் சுவாமிஜியும் க்ளோத்ஸ் இல்லாம இருந்தாங்க. சுவாமிஜி நித்யானந்திதாக்காவோட பேக் மேல மெரிச்சிட்டு இருந்தாரு. அப்புறம் ஈவா அழுக ஆரம்பிச்சுட்டா. அவ அழுக ஆரம்பிச்சுட்டா. நான் சொன்னேன், ஈவா என்னோட ஃப்ரெண்டு அழுக ஆரம்பிச்சுட்டா. நான் சொன்னேன், அவளோட பேர் ஈவா. அதனால நான் ஈவா கிட்ட சொன்னேன், ஈவா அழுகிறத நிறுத்து, சுவாமிஜியோட பேர் தான் கெட்டுதா போகும்னு. அப்புறம் அவ அழுகிறத நிறுத்திட்டு அப்புறம் ஒரு பிக்சர் காட்டினாங்க. இதுல சுவாமிஜி, நித்யானந்திதாக்கா, தத்துவப்பிரியாக்கா க்ளோத்ஸ் இல்லாம இருந்தாங்க. சுவாமிஜியோட முதுகு மேல நித்யானந்திதாக்காவும் தத்துவப்பிரியாக்காவும் மெரிச்சிட்டு இருந்தாங்க. அப்புறம் நாங்க 2 பேரும் ஆல்மோஸ்ட் அழுகிற மாதிரி இருந்தோம். அப்புறம் அவங்க எங்க 2 பேரை விட்டுட்டாங்க. இதை கேட்டு நான் நினைக்கிறேன், நீங்க சுவாமிஜி எங்க திருப்பி எடுத்துட்டு வர ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுவீங்கன்னு. நித்யானந்தம்.
What you are listening to is a testimonial from a 7-year-old kid. Last year, she was just 6-year-old. And the experiences that she is sharing on how she was traumatized when the CWC officials interrogated her is something so brutal and cruel. She was saying that in the middle of the night, she was woken up and she could not even understand why she should be woken up in the middle of the night in the first place, because she has never experienced such a trauma. And further, they were questioning about why you are not having sugar in your meal, white sugar in your meal. And then for that, she replied that my spiritual guru has told that it is not good for health, so we are not having the sugar. And then the officials told, who is your spiritual guru to make decisions in your life? It is your parents who need to make decisions in your life. Then she responded, yes, my mother will also say the same thing. She will just say whatever my spiritual guru says, let's follow, and she will also agree to the same thing. Then the officials went one step ahead and then told, who is your mother to make decisions in your life? We are telling you, you need to listen to us. You need to listen to our decisions that we want to make in your life. It is something so traumatic at the age of 6 for somebody to listen to the things that the parents cannot make decisions in their life, spiritual guru cannot make decisions in their life, and it is the police and the authorities who will say what each kid has to do. It is something so violent and violating for a 6-year-old kid to go through. And further, the disturbing things that she shared in the testimonial was she was dragged to one more room along with her friend, and they showed pornographic material where they showed the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Swamiji, in naked with 2 other female monks who were also naked, and they were stamping on his back. And as soon as they saw this visual, she was so shocked, and her friend started crying. Her friend is also younger to her, 5-year-old kid. And please understand, they're exposing this kind of false material, morphed material to 5-year-old and 6-year-old kids. What did they do? What did they deserve to see this? These officials are supposed to uphold the child protection, uphold to ensure that the children are not exposed to this kind of material. But here in this case, they showed this kind of false material, false morphed material, and then the kid is crying and she is consoling the kid. Don't believe this. This is something so traumatic for a 6-year-old kid to go through. So much of persecution. And then she's saying, and sharing all of this to the viewers, hoping that they will help her out from this ongoing persecution. This is the voice of not just the 5-year-old or 6-year-old kid. This is the voice of every single woman of the ASMT community. We feel so empowered to practice the principles of Hinduism. We feel the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has empowered us to live this lifestyle. We want to live this lifestyle. Please allow us to breathe in this ambience where we cannot even follow our guru. We cannot even follow the religion that we want to follow. We cannot even have the fundamental rights to express what we want to express. We are celibate monks. We don't deserve to get exposed to some morphed pornographic material. It is such a violation in our inner space. So all we are requesting is a basic space for us to breathe, where we can just practice our celibacy, where we can empower the community with the truths that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is reviving from the Vedas and Agamas. I request the interview operator to play the further testimonials. It is
Yes, Nityananda. I am Maniti Virijananda. I am 16 years old and I'm a Balasan of the Nityananda Gurukul. So I want to share all of you the most traumatized year which I went through is the year 2019, where all of us in Gujarat were towards the end of the year. Suddenly in the middle of the night, lots of policemen barged in into our female campuses, even though it's female campus, and strictly said that without any permission, none of the male boys could not enter the campus. But even violating our rules, the policemen just barged in into our campus and directly went to our rooms where we were staying. And we were sleeping at the point of time. It was kind of midtime, and all of us were deep into sleep. And they woke us up, and one of the kid next to me, she was so scared, and she like this is the first time she was seeing a lot of policemen and everything. The two were carrying big guns. She started crying, and seeing that, I felt even more scared and everything. And she immediately clutched onto my hands, and I we went downstairs, and all of us were sitting in a room. And in the next room, all the police, a lot of police, and with big guns were there interrogating each and every one of us. And were one of my friends, and suddenly one of my friends when it was time for one of my friends to go for interrogation, and her father requested whether he can go with her to be on the safer side. But immediately they said no, he can't go with her, she has to come alone. That immediately all the policemen with big guns started manhandling him very badly. Like they started pulling his chattas, literally making a ruckus over there. And seeing that, I was really, I was terrified, and I was panting for breath. I was not able to breathe seeing this whole situation, so much of chaos. A lot people started screaming and seeing all the police with guns over there. I I I was I was not able to breathe, even though they can see that I wanted breath, and I was telling to the doctors over there who was attending to us that Ma was not able to breathe. But even for that, they was not letting us. Like my whole body turned blue and black. I was almost about to faint on the ground. Only then they left me to the doctor. Till then, none of the medications was even given to me. And the next day, a lot of a lot of villagers came with bamboo sticks and glass bottles for doing lathi charge over there. And at that point of time, I was taking a bath, and all the people who were carrying the cameras, the cameramen, they climbed the trees, and there was they were filming me over there. I was taking a bath, I was having a shower, and and they were filming me through the windows over there, and even though I was trying to hide myself from them, they came even closer, and at last I locked myself up behind the door for almost 2 hours, not knowing which direction to travel, to my right or left, whether like anybody is there inside the bathroom or not. Only like I was screaming for somebody's help, and nobody was there at the point of time. And I literally I had to hide myself from all of them for nearly 2 hours, just waiting over there, not knowing which direction to turn, whether to my right or left. And even one of them, my mentors came and assured me, saying that no one is there, we are safe, only that I came out from the bathroom. Otherwise, I was there for 2 hours, locked up, knowing didn't know which direction even to turn, whether to go front or back or anything. And the next day, we have been called for an interrogation where all our mentors were locked up in a room and not letting us to come and interact with us, not even see us even for a moment. Like if they want to see us by mistake to this, they need to look their face down. Seeing those people, seeing the mentors who were taking care of, I felt really bad. Saying that, like, hey, they were the one who took care of us, and they have they have the rights to ask us how we were, and they didn't have the permission even to look at our face and even see at which condition we were in. And all of us were in one room, and we were literally starved for 2 hours, and at last they gave us lunch. At last they gave us dinner, and one by one we were called for interrogation. And when it was my turn to go, when the moment I sat on the chair, they locked up the room, and the room was filled with policemen, a lot of policemen who were like really like it's like seeing the figure itself. I got really so scared, and they took carrying big guns, and they were interrogating me whether you like to be in Gurukul or not. I said yes, I would like to be in Gurukul. It's my future. Swamiji, I know for the fact that Swamiji will give me a better future than me being outside. I know for the fact that I'll have a great future ahead of me if I be here. And they told really disgusting things about Swamiji. They even said that Swamiji's murderer, he's a molester, he's a rapist, all sorts of words which I didn't know at that amount of time. And it was even more terrorizing. They even spoke very bad about my mother, saying that your mother didn't know which school to put. Once they came to know that I'm from Malaysia, they started talking very bad about my mother, saying that your mother didn't know to which school to put in. She has no brain. Hearing such words about your own mother, I really felt like I could not tolerate over that. I was really terrified over there, and I could not take it anymore. And the next day, the CWC people, the child women welfare committee people came for interrogating us. And at the time, my record file was given in front of them, and they asked us why this fee, why was being charged for you to join Gurukul. I said to them very clearly that it's a very old fee. It's very old fees, and it said very clearly it's the year 2013, whereas in the year of 2019 at this point of time. And I even told to the person who was interrogating that, sir, this was charged up at 2013, now in the year 2019, and after Gurukul became free, like anybody from all around the globe can come and join this. But still, he kept on asking, why did he charge? Like, why did you charge at point of time? In spite of seeing the number that it was written 2030 very clearly, he still asked me that why did Swamiji charge us for joining Gurukul? I could not understand what was going on over there. I was saying very clearly and sitting very clearly on the form. It's the year 2013, and why is he and we are in 2019, and a lot of things changes have been occurred in the Gurukul, and I don't know why he's still on to this, like it's the year 2013 and everything. I said to him very clearly, sir, it's the year 2013 and we are in the year 2019, and now Gurukul is free. I don't know why he's still asking me this question again and again, even though you can see in the form that it's clearly written 2013. Then immediately the person who was interpreting, who was sitting right next to me, he came even more closer to me, and he was behaving a bit like really weird. And I was grown up in an environment where we have been following the vow of celibacy, where we're only being among our female members, and we've grown up together. And yeah, and this guy over there, he just comes and interrupts my inner space. He comes and interrupts my personal space, and I could literally feel his breath on me. And even though even though I was trying to tell to him that, sir, can you please move ahead? He didn't listen. He again came so close next to me, and he really came and interrupted my privacy space, I'm telling you. I don't know what should I do at the point of time, because the door was locked and nobody whom I knew was there inside the room. And whoever was in the room was like completely new faces. Like they really have no idea who they were. And I just felt very clearly that just the name of Child Women Commission, they just came and literally abused us over there. Like, the room was locked, and even though I kept on telling him that, sir, can you please move away? Like, you're interrupting my privacy space. He still did not listen. He came even more closer to me, and I could literally feel his breath on me. I really felt so disgusting. I felt weird at the point of time. I don't know what to do at the point of time. And all the men over there was literally laughing at me. And I didn't know what to do at the moment of time. I pushed him, and then he realized that what he did was wrong. Otherwise, I don't know what was his intention on me, or what was he going to do on me in the next moment of time itself. So I really have a question to those of you who are watching this video, like out there, that the people who are not being tortured so much, like me, like who has not been tortured so much, and people are given listening to him, whereas me, who have been really tortured so much, very young age, that too under the age of 18, and that too a minor, female, and plus a foreigner. Why am we being attacked so much like this? And even though we're trying to express ourselves so much, why is no one is ready to give the listening to us? And those of you who are listening to this video, I hope by listening to this, you will take the next action which is required for it. Thank you, Nityananda.
This, what you heard, is just one or two or a few of the very concerning voices of the distraught, tortured children of the ASMT community. What this kid described, yes, it sounded shocking, deplorable, inhuman. But this and many such similar tortures, inhuman crimes have been done to not only the children, but also to the women of the ASMT community, not once, over and over again, over a decade-long persecution, and much more than what one can even imagine is the torture, the persecution that has been done to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Nityananda Paramashivam. We just shared with you two of the Gurukul Balasans, what they were subjected to. This same thing in different inhuman levels of inhumanity the Balasans have been subjected to even before. Everything being done with the singular motive of delegitimizing, eliminating, and exterminating the supreme pontiff of Hinduism and Kailasa, which is his very life breath, right from its very roots. And as the kids shared, all of us also have the same prayer in our hearts. Can somebody do something to stop this juggernaut, to stop the persecution of the supreme pontiff of Hinduism and Kailasa, to end this Hindu Holocaust that seems to be intensifying, more so because of the ignorance of the Hindus, who, because of various reasons, be it the media false narratives, the disinformation, or just plain apathy, just being a bystander to even something as grave as this genocide of Hindus, the ethnocide, the sheer destruction of Hinduism from its very roots. Mm.
What we have seen is something which it is totally unheard of, where the authorities who are supposed to protect the child rights, they have gone over the board and actually denying the child rights. They are the one who are abusing the child rights. This is something which you would not have heard before, but that is the true experience of the female monks and the children of the ASFD community. We feel so safe in the ambience of our ecosystems, our Kailasa ecosystems. We want to practice our religion. We want to express the freedom of speech. We want to serve the society through yoga, meditation, and healing practices. We only want to serve the society. We do not want to be abused anymore just because we are following the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, just because we are following Hinduism itself. So with this, we like to conclude today's show. And in the next coming segment, we are going to talk about more such facts that shook us from the core, that what are we doing really wrong? Why we have to be persecuted so much? So with this, we thank all the viewers for paying your attention, for listening to our suffering, our pain of being persecuted. Thank you so much for joining us in the show today. We'd like to connect with you guys in the next segment with more facts and how this persecution is all aimed at exterminating the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, who is the last hope for the humanity to revive the Sanatana Hindu Dharma to its original glory. With this, we would like to conclude the session with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavat Sri Nityananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nityanandam. Thank you so much for joining the show today. Nityanandam.
Paramashivoham